Welcome back guys with another video. So here we begin. Once upon a time in a small town in England, a little girl named Joan Rowling dreamed of a magic. She wasn't born in a wealth or power. Her family was ordinary, living a simple life. Joan loved books more than anything else. She would spend hours reading fairy tales and adventure stories, losing herself in worlds filled with wonders. As a child, Joan wasn't the loudest in the class. She wasn't the most confident either, but she had something special, an imagination that never stopped running. She started writing stories at just 6 years old. Her first story was about a rabbit. She gave it to her mother, and when her mother smiled, Joan felt something magical. She could create worlds with words. But life wasn't just always easy. The family didn't have much money. Her father worked at a factory, and her mother was often ill. Yet Joan found comfort in his stories. She believed that no matter how hard life felt, she could escape through imagination. And deep inside, a quiet dream began to grow, a dream to become a writer. Joan grew up with a burning love for stories. She adored authors like Jane Austen and books like the Narnia, where she read about wizards, witches, and enchanted lands. Something inside her whispered, "One day you'll create your own world." At school, Joan wasn't the best at math or science, but she was brilliant with her words. Her teachers noticed her talent of writing. Still, some people told her that writing stories was just a hobby, not a career. She said, "Be practical, Joan." But Joan didn't want a practical, she wanted something magical. Little did she know, life was about to test her in ways she could never imagine, and that tiny spark of magic she carried, it would become her greatest weapon against the storm ahead. So here we begin about the life of J.K. Rowling, Joan Rowling. Life wasn't a fairy tale for Joan. Her family faced financial struggles, and her mother health grew worse. Joan often felt invisible, like the world didn't see her dreams. Something she wondered if she'd escape the ordinary life about her. But instead of giving up, she kept writing. When friends played outside, she stayed inside, scribbling stories. Her notebooks were filled with characters, magical creatures, and adventures. Writing wasn't just a passion, it was her escape from reality. At night, she would look out of her bedroom window and whisper to herself, "One day, I'll write a story that whole world will read." She didn't know when, she didn't know how, but she believed in that dream, and that belief, even when everything seemed dark, would one day change her life. When Joan grew older, she went to the University of Exeter. She studied French, not literature, but she thought it would lead her to a stable career. But her heart, it still belonged to writing. She wrote in secret during lectures. Life at university was exciting, but Joan Rowling felt something missing. She wasn't chasing her true passion, but she kept writing little stories, building imaginary worlds, even when nobody cared. After graduation, she worked different jobs, trying to make a living, but the dreams of becoming an author never left her heart. She carried it like a hidden flame, small but burning. After college, Joan moved to London. The city was big, fast, and full of possibilities. But life wasn't easy, as I've mentioned earlier. She worked as a secretary, typing letters and filling papers. It wasn't what she wanted. Her mind drifted to a magic, to adventures, to characters she wanted to create. She started writing again, little by little, on the side. People around her didn't understand. They said, "You should face and focus on your real job." But Joan Rowling heart whispered, "Keep going." She didn't know that soon one of the simple train journey, her entire life would change forever. One ordinary day, Joan boarded a delayed train from Manchester to London. She sat quietly, staring out of the window. Then suddenly an idea struck her. It was about a boy who didn't know he was special, a boy who was a wizard. Joan didn't have a pen, so didn't have paper. So she just sat there dreaming. In her mind, she saw Hogwarts. She said wands, spells, and magical creatures. She saw a scar shaped like lightning. Harry Potter was born in that moment, inside her imagination. The train ride didn't just took her to the London, it took her towards her destiny. Not long after that magical train ride, John's life fell apart. Her mother passed away. John was heartbroken. Her mother never got to hear about Harry Potter. The pain stayed with her forever. Then John Rowling moved to Portugal to teach English. She fell in love, got married, and had a baby girl named Jessica. But soon her marriage ended. She returned to UK as a single mother, broke and depressed. She had no job, no money, and a baby to feed. At one point, she lived on the government benefits. Life felt hopeless. She even thought she had failed at everything. But in the middle of the darkness, one thing kept her alive. That was her story. John couldn't afford heating in that apartment, so she bundled up her baby, walked to a local cafe, and ordered the cheapest coffee. There she sat for hours writing the story of Harry Potter by her hands. People whispered, "Look at her, she is wasting time," but John didn't care. She believed in her boy wizard. Even words she wrote was a promise to herself. I will never give up. She didn't write for fame, she wrote because she had to. Because the world inside her was too powerful to stay silent. When Joan finished her manuscript, she sent it to the publisher. The first, they all said no. The second said no. The third and fourth, the fifth, they all said no. 12th time, Joan was rejected. Most people would have given up, but not her. Every rejection hurt, but every no pushed her closer to the right. Yes, she believed someone would see the magic, and then a small publishing house took a chance. They printed just 500 copies of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stones. Jones didn't know it yet, but the world was about to change forever. The book hit the shelves, and something incredible happened. Children fell in love with the Harry Potter. They begged for more. The book spread like wildfire. Awards followed, then sequels, then global fame. But Joan never forgot where she came from. The cold cafes, the dark nights of doubt, the rejection. She remembered the days when nobody believed in her. And now the whole world believed. Harry Potter became the most sold book at the time. It became a movement, and Joan Rowling, the woman who once felt like a failure, became J.K. Rowling, the most beloved author of all time. The world didn't just read Harry Potter, it lived in it. Kids waited outside bookstores at midnight for next book. Adults rediscovered the magic of the reading. The boy wizard crossed oceans, languages, and the cultures. J.K. Rowling went from being a single mother on welfare to one of the most celebrated authors in the history. Her books became bestsellers, her characters household names, and her magical world a global phenomena. But with the fame came passion and also the pressure. Everyone expected perfection in every word she wrote. The world was watching, but Joan remembered and reminded herself why she started: to tell a story that mattered. Success didn't mean an easy life. Critics attacked her books, religious groups called them dangerous. Some said it's just for kids, others said she'll never last. But Joan Rowling knew something they didn't. She had already survived her darkest days: poverty, rejection, heartbreak. She had faced it all. A few negative voices couldn't stop her at all. Instead of fighting back, she kept writing. She let her success speak louder than the criticism, and it did. Every new book broke records. Every new story touches the hearts of the audience. By the time the seventh and the final Harry Potter book came out, Joan had changed the world of the literature. Midnight releases turned into the global celebrations. The final book sold millions of copies in just 24 hours. Then came the movies. Either blockbuster 8 movies, and that brought Hogwarts to life on a big screen. J.K. Rowling became the first author to become a billionaire from writing the books. But here's the truth: money was never her goal. The dream was always the same: to the story that mattered, and she had done it. Fame can change people, but Joan never let it control her. She remembered the days when she couldn't afford a warm house. She remembered walking into the cafe with a baby in her arms, hoping for 1 hour of writing time. Even a million adored her. She kept her life simple, no flashy lifestyle, no arrogance, because success, she believed, isn't about riches, it's about resilience. Years later, John gave a speech at Howard University. The topic was failure. She told students how failing in life had set for her free. Rock bottom, she said, because became that soldier foundation on which I rebuilt my life. She reminded the world that failure is not about the opposite of success, it is a part of it. Without the pain, without the struggle, there would be no Harry Potter in your life. That speech inspired billions, but here was a woman who had everything and she still said, my failures shaped me. J.K. Rowling never forgot the hard days, so she gave back. She donated millions to charities, especially those helping children and fighting poverty. She believed that real magic isn't in the words or the spell, it's in the kindness. She used her fame not to build castles for herself, but to build hope for the others. And in doing so, she taught the world a lesson. Success without compassion means nothing. If you look at JK's life and her journey, it is not about just magic, it's about persistence. When life said, you know, she said, I'm not done yet. When the world turned into the back, she turned to her imagination. Her stories proved that no failure is final and no dream is too big. She didn't wait for perfect conditions. She wrote in pain, in poverty, and in loneliness. And that's why that makes her stories powerful. Because it's real. After finishing the Harry Potter series, Joan didn't stop writing. She wrote books for adults under a different name, Robert Galbraith. Some people didn't even know about her that she wrote that. Why did she do it? Because writing was never about fame. It was about the love for stories. She kept creating, providing a true passion that never ended. Joan's story isn't about her, it's about the lesson for all of us. You don't need to be born rich, you don't need everything to go right. You just need belief, persistence, and courage to keep going when lives get hard. Magic is never real. Look at JK's Rowling's life. Look at what she built from nothing. That's magic, the magic of never giving up. If J.K. Rowling could turn her darkest days into the world of the light, so you can do it as well. Maybe you are facing rejection. Maybe life feels impossible, but remember, your story isn't over yet. The world is waiting for your magic. Pick up your pen, chase your dreams, and don't stop, because the next great story could be yours. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next video.